2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
Leading them out from Texas A&M and quarterback Kellen Mond.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Holding offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards, the final tally.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, was able to make the sure catch, and flip the down marker back to 1.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Mond. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mond now off of play action.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack.
Mond, this complete to David Bell.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Mond out of the shotgun. Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Demetric Felton.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Love it.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Love it.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
The Vikings are 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
Oh, good move. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Back to Walker on first down. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 11 carries, 71 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Love it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd quarter now for Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Kellen Mond again getting ready to quarterback his offense for this upcoming drive.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
Holding. Offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Mond. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Love it.
He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Complete to Calvin Austin.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love it. And Walker has it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Love it.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down. Love it.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel The quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They'll set up the screen for the Wangu.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out looking real sharp in the second half.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On first down, here's Mon.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mon going to throw it.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Mon.
Over the middle, complete. That's Harris.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mon looks to throw. He'll get this one complete to Darden.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And the half will begin with a touchback. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On second down, this is Harris. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They're not giving up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Their own 46-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Love it. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Harris running straight ahead. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. Saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Love it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards on the pickup. That brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Love it. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down. Love it. And he fires one, but incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota.
Sets up 4th down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Browns to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Able to avoid him. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Love it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On second down, it's Walker. Nice move at the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Walker. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
They run again with Walker. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ken Walker, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. And one time he once said, when we have a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. From the gun, here's Mon. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they go play action here. Mon. That is caught left side by Bryant. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Mon. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
A fourth quarter miss like that, there's no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Off the play fake. Love it. Got a man. It's Schwartz complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Straight ahead, Walker. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
game 7.
Looking to throw on second down. Love it.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. Back to throw. Love it. Oh, look at the juke. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Walker diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell you you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So now the Browns down on the scoreboard. 2:25 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Mond looks to throw on first down.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
This is Harris on the draw. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Into the hands of Darden. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
And Johnson's kick is good.
And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On fourth down, love it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And this Browns defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Mond. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. They had to go through with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one.